Hey, so I know it's been a long time. I'm feeling really rusty about this recording stuff, but yeah, we're gonna do our best today. So welcome if you're new to this channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Emily. I'm an illustrator. I have done all of these children's books here. Some of them, you'll see, that one's a proof copy because I sold out of the other copies. So if you've watched my previous videos, I do like reviews of the books that I've done and how they printed and all that stuff. But before I get to talking about each individual book, I wanted to finally make another video and have it be about what I accomplished in 2023, because that way I can kind of introduce you guys to everything that I've been doing, and if you have any questions that you'd like me to address when I record those videos, you can ask me in this one and I can talk about those specific things. So I have my notes here, my little notebook. So the first thing that I wanted to say is that holy cow, this year feels like it's really strange. I feel like I barely did anything because it's been so hard to get work done. But at the same time, when I look at everything that I've done and when I wrote it down, it's like, okay, I did a lot. The first book that got released in 2023 was the Superhero Silent E. Again, I'm not going to get into too much detail about any of these because all of these were a collaboration with, for the illustrations with me and Nick, who you will meet later. So I don't want to talk about them without him here. So the first one that was released was this one. It comes in the regular colored version of the book and the coloring book version. So you got color version and coloring book version, which is freaking awesome. This is the first coloring book that I ever did, which super excited about. I've been wanting to dive more into coloring books, and I will be in the future because it was just really fun. And yeah, so this book, we didn't work on it in 2023, but it finally got out there in 2023. So super awesome. I will have to put some links below about the author of this book created an animated read aloud as a YouTube video, and I'm gonna link that because it is so cool. Yeah, so that's the first one that we finished this year. And then the next one that we finished, I have to look at my notes because it was so hard to remember, and again, we sold out of these, so I have to get some more. So you have the proof copy here. Nick and I made our own book, and this one, I wrote it, we both illustrated it, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, if this looks familiar, if the pages inside look familiar, then it's because this was originally a book that I did a physical copy of. Like, I hand painted everything and I made it for my niece and nephew, and then I liked it so much I was like, I need to make this digital and I want to make it for my own kids. And I added several illustrations to it and this cover and like all kinds of stuff. So it's very different from the original, but looks similar on some of the pages. So anyway, we got this out. Super excited about it. This is the first book that I ever wrote. And then also did all the design and illustration and everything for. And then Nick did the coloring. These are our kids, by the way. Nick is my boyfriend, so just to clear that up. So the next book that we did, and honestly, I can't even say what dates all of this stuff went out because it's been too hectic. My memory doesn't work like that. So the next book that came out was Scare No More. This one. So this is the paperback version. There is also a hardcover version. Again, we sold out of these completely. So we have to get some more, which is really awesome, you know. But here is the proof copy that did have some changes made to it. But yeah, Scare No More, this one got put out there. This is a beast of a book. This was 60 full page illustrations, like full spread illustrations. And it's like, I think it turned out amazing. So this guy that wrote this, Benjamin Young, I'll put all the authors' names below and links to all of these books below if you want to check them out. And there's an ebook of all of these as well. So this guy wrote the whole thing in verse, and it's just, and there are 3 chapters in it. It's just really, it's a really cool book that so far I haven't seen anything out there like it, but it is just, it was one of those things where it's like, I can't believe like somebody trusts me with a book like this, and I think we did a great job. So Scare No More, got that one done. So that's the 3rd book that we completed this year. And then the 4th book that we completed this year was A Day with Amelia. I'm so organized, can't you tell? So A Day with Amelia. This was the last book that we finished this year, and again, like I love it. It turned out amazing. It's about this little girl with a visual impairment, which written by a woman with a visual impairment, and Stephanie Vargas. She's a wonderful lady. Oh my gosh, so nice. We're like real friends now. And it's just so, I love it. I love that it's talking about this little girl and her just normal day and the tools that she uses, and like it's just so cute. And she's been sending me all these messages that people have sent her about their own kids that may have some other vision things and they love it because it's like, oh yes, look, like she uses a cane just like I do, and things like that. It's absolutely adorable, just super cute. This lady, Stephanie, she's been out there just promoting the heck out of this book, doing a great job. So that was a really big deal for us too. So 4 children's books got released this year, which is just, again, that's a lot. That's a lot. Again, we didn't like do all of the illustration in 2023. A lot of that happened in 2022, but we got them out there, and that is a huge thing, like the finishing of the project. So other than that, those are just the books. The next thing is, oh yeah, sitting right here. I made a low content book. I will say, first of all, the cover may change, but this was my first low content book that I created for Amazon, print on demand. As you can see, hardcover. I'm going to make a whole video about this, but yeah, I wanted to give it a minute because I want to, like I said, I want to replace this cover. So hopefully by the time I make that video, it will be replaced. I'm not sure. I need to have time to do that, and time is the thing that I am lacking right now. So yeah, it's just a really quick, it's a password keeper because my mom and I really needed something like this, so we made one. Yeah, and then what else did I do? Oh yeah, so the reason I have all these I have a whole box down here of like books that are left over, because I had a booth at a fair where I sold my books, and it didn't do too bad. I'll have to make a video about that. I didn't like record much from that, but I'll talk about it. I did one fair, and then I kind of did another, but that one was a total bust, and we'll talk about that later. But the first fair went really well for just being 2 days and only costing $35 to have a booth. So yeah, it went well. Anyway, I did that fair. That was cool. It was a good like test of selling books in person to people. So the next thing, after talking to all of the authors and getting books for this book fair, the Poopy Pants Dance Lady, which is the first book that I ever illustrated, we decided that it would be good for her to create a paperback print-on-demand version for people. So I've been working on that and updating things in there. So that's like the next thing. I'm almost done with that. So I'll count it as 2023 because I'm pretty sure it will be done. It is December now, so I'm pretty sure it will be done before next year. So update my first book that I ever did, and then Glowbug and No Sleep Noah are both getting coloring books, which I have completed, but they aren't out there yet. So hopefully that will happen this year. We'll see. I'm putting it on my list as completed this year, but because like I said, it is done on my end. It just needs to get out there. So then the blah other stuff. Like I put this as like an accomplishment, even though I guess it's more of just a thank you to you guys. I gained quite a few, you know, like for such a small channel. I gained quite a few subscribers, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much for your support, because I know I haven't been putting videos out and I feel terrible about it, and I've been wanting to so bad. It's just like, unfortunately, it's just bottom of my list because my kids are first, and then the work that I'm being paid to do is next. And but videos, I love making them, so hopefully 2024 I can make a lot more of those. Yeah, so fingers crossed. I'm gonna try to make a lot more of that stuff. But thank you so much for believing in me. So let's see. So non-art related things, I did do a few other really cool things. I got my black belt, which, like, it's so awesome. Guys, it feels so good to get something like that, to accomplish something like that. And then other than that, I just, you know, been raising 3 kids, and I don't know if you can hear that right now, but that's my youngest down there whining about something. Grandma's watching her right now. And I have learned so much, guys, about the publishing process and just everything, the designing process. The goal is always to make every book the next best one. And so at this moment, A Day with Amelia is the best one, and I just want to keep getting better and better and better. I already have things that I think, like, okay, I could do this better. I could try adding this. I could do these things, you know? So yeah, I have a lot of, like, there's always improvement to be made, but I'm excited about it. And I've been just studying up on a lot of art stuff when I can't draw. And yeah, so it's been a really good year work-wise, even though it hasn't always felt like it. I hope you guys had a good year, a good productive year. And 2024, I'm going to, again, try to make it a really productive year. But I'm going to try to make it productive in that I work on my own things. This year is the year to put out a couple of my own books. I say a couple because I guess I'm ambitious. I don't know. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys, again, had a productive 2023. I hope your holidays go great. Please ask any questions that you might have about the process of making any of these books, the hardcovers, the low content, my own book, the Ada and Lily book, coloring books. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, I would love to try to answer those as best I can. Working with clients, any of that. And yeah, I hope you have a great day and a happy new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.